Okay, I'm Roberto from UOL, Brazil. So hello, David. Hello, Margot. How are you?
Hi, Roberto. Good. How are you?
I'm good.
I love your office.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of crap here.
Quite the collection. Very impressive.
O Esquadrão Suicida, de James Gunn, não é exatamente uma continuação de Esquadrão Suicida lançado em 2016, mesmo que traga alguns atores do filme anterior. Para entender como isso funcionou, eu conversei com alguns veteranos do elenco, como a Margot Robbie e o Joe Kinnaman, e com gente nova como John Cena e o Idris Elba. Segue aí.
So Margot, let me start with you. This is the third time you portray Harley Quinn, and it's once again a very unique take on her. So how different is she for you this time around, and where do you see her going on from this point on?
Well, for me, she's the same person, just at a different stage of her life. I mean, I imagine if you met me when I was 21 and then again at 24 and then now at 31, it'd still be me. I guess I'm behaving slightly differently based on what's happening in my life at the time. So Harley being no different at this point, she has evolved to a place where she is a little more independent of Mr. J for the time being. Who knows how long that will last. And she's also landed herself back in prison. So she's on another Suicide Squad mission under duress with a bomb in her neck. But she's thrilled to be out of jail for the day and to get to hang out with a new squad of misfits.
What is it about the character that you find so appealing? And how was it translating that into a whole different spin-off?
So to me, I love the ridiculousness of Peacemaker. And I love the fact that at his core, he does have all the attributes of what you would think a superhero is. A loud, vibrant costume, but it's just taken a bit too far. The ridiculous helmet where I can't see anything. The weaponry of a Desert Eagle taped to a Desert Eagle. That's chrome with a pearl handle. I just really think it's something inside of him wanting to portray this image, and then the confusion and the conflict of ideals, even with his ethos, wanting peace so much he'll kill for it. I think that's all so very interesting. Like when you say it in a macho voice, it sounds heroic, but it's actually really such a contradiction in terms. It's almost stupid.
It's really, really dumb.
Yeah, so like that's interesting to explore, and I think you get a little bit of that in the Suicide Squad, and you certainly will get more than that in Peacemaker.
Joe, and you're back from the original Suicide Squad movie. Did the new one ever feel like a sequel to you? So how do you set them both apart?
Yeah, it was a strange dynamic because you would think that the second movie of a franchise would be a sequel, but I would say that this one isn't. It exists in its own universe, and it's not a complete reinvention or it's not a complete reboot of the franchise, because there's several of the characters from the first film that are in the second one, but it is reimagined in the mind of James Gunn, and he put a completely different tone on the film, reshaped the characters. I felt like it is a very different version of Rick Flag in this film than it was in the first. We also decided to not be bound by what I did in the first film. And it was great to step into sort of the same shoes, but with completely new, fresh eyes, and to experience the world from a different version of Rick Flag.
When you first saw yourself in the mirror for the first time, you saw the full get-up. What was the first thing you thought?
I immediately asked this man for his phone number and also his Instagram handle. Then I approached the mirror very slowly, and very quietly we kissed.
Idris, how far back did you trace Bloodsport's backstory when you get into it? Because when you see like a comic book movie that has a character that people are already invested in anyway, do you go back to the original comics, or do you stick to the script?
Look, in truth, I don't want to misguide the fans. I went back as far as I knew, and that was essentially the big episode that put him into jail, which is the kryptonite bullet into Superman's chest, you know, and or wherever it was. And so, you know, I didn't dismantle his whole history. I didn't need to, because the truth of the matter is that this is the Suicide Squad. James Gunn was coming to it with new energy. And he didn't know that I was playing Bloodsport when he gave me the film. He just wanted me to play this central character, which is essentially an anti-hero, an anti-leader in the film. So I didn't know. When I got the part and we discovered it would be Bloodsport, we were into the movie already. So, you know, I do know a lot about who Bloodsport is and where he comes from, but it doesn't really come out in the film.
Wow.